the book. Welcome to the Fifth Dimension, Second Edition. This book will be marked the epitome and the embodiment of the greatest shift in human consciousness ever conceived. All images shown are genuine and depict actual petrified biological specimens. None of the photographs seen in this presentation have been altered through photoshopping, AI, or artistic enhancement. Readers can verify every image using Google Earth coordinates and all collected data provided in this book. The book provides measurable evidence of multiple dimensions of space-time, suggesting the existence of a fractal universe. Our known universe is a segment of a multiverse. The book exposes a hidden universe. In fact, multiple universes are exposed. This book comprises 10 chapters spanning 206 pages. It introduces novel concepts, demonstrating how phenomena previously regarded as myth or fable may reflect reality, discernible through a technique involving photo filters. The book shows the multiverse is a fractal comprising self-similar patterns, embedded in different dimensions of space-time. This book examines the repetitive pattern consisting of petrified biological matter found on the Earth, which are measurable by means of Google Earth. This, together with images captured from various space telescopes of our known universe. The author demonstrates the accuracy of utilizing photographic filters, showing the fractal displacement of multiple space-time dimensions. The book provides a means of a visualization of a fractal multiverse structure influenced by Fibonacci scaling. Each branch recursively splits in a pattern, with the lengths inspired by the Fibonacci sequence. The result evokes a recursive, self-similar universe architecture, an abstract representation of a multiverse where each universe spawns others in a Fibonacci-driven fractal geometry. Chapter 1 discusses the initial discovery on the Red Planet, marking the beginning of a significant journey that profoundly influenced the author's perspective and comprehension of the universe, as well as humanity's modest place within the solar system. All the images presented in this chapter were obtained by thorough searching, panning, and zooming around the debris seen scattered all over the area in the locality of the Gale crater, as viewed from the Curiosity rover on Mars. All the screenshots were obtained from the original site setup 2013, provided to the public from the website noted in the book. This chapter presents 30 photographs that provide significant evidence of former biological life on Mars. Each image highlights patterns indicating past living matter, now petrified as rock and dust, supporting the theory of a sudden extinction event. Alternative History and the Mayan Calendar. This book shows how the Mayan calendar and its predictive outcome commencing December 21st, 2012, was in fact a real event. It was predicted that history, as we knew it, would be altered significantly, bringing a momentous shift in human consciousness. This is happening all over the world. The book serves as a comprehensive examination of how such a discovery may influence human consciousness and outlines its potential implications for fields including cosmology, philosophy, geoscience, theology, astrophysics, and quantum physics. This discovery will challenge current scientific theories about the universe, the solar system, and evolution. It will also prompt religious institutions and atheists alike to reconsider their beliefs. This book will be seen as the direct outcome of the Mayan calendar. This is indeed the great revealing, or otherwise called the apocalypse, an exposé of the hidden history of the universe. chapter foretakes the reader into a world never seen before with human eyes. The book reveals excellent examples of different dimensions of space-time, seen by these gigantic biological attributes that can be identified. The author highlights the straightforward nature of the techniques used to distinguish details beneath the monotone, utilizing color across varying wavelengths. This image from North Africa at an altitude of 87 kilometers shows a side profile of a human head with a bird-like figure perched on top. Only the color was changed to highlight details. No other alterations were made. Here in another example is a snapshot taken from Google Earth in a region situated around Kazakhstan, viewing the terrain from a height of approximately 53 kilometers above the Earth. The detail obtained from the filters is staggering. The entire Earth is scattered with petrified biological matter, ranging in all sizes, many resembling mythical beings we would normally consider supernatural. This being can be uncovered in the mid-eastern sector of Africa and would stand at a height of approximately 1,900 kilometers. Here, a Poseidon-like entity holding a trident can be found as per the Google Earth coordinates given accordingly. This being would have measured about 3,873 kilometers in height and existed when the solar system, as we know it now, had not yet formed. Again, this view epitomizes how the reality of our past is more akin to myth and fantasy than we were ever taught. The fairy tales we tell our children are without a doubt based on a reality that once existed in the past. The goose seen in this image measures 6,500 kilometers from the top of its head down to its tail. This means it is twice as large as the previously noted entity called the Sentinel in the book. Clearly, in examples noted, it would be impossible for all these things to have coexisted in the same space-time dimension collectively, since the bigger could not have survived simultaneously with the smaller features, unless each was nested in separate dimensions of space-time. The book includes several artifacts, of which a text could be deciphered. The book presents a comprehensive overview of Mars, Venus, and Pluto, supported by high-quality photographs obtained from orbiters and probes courtesy of NASA and the Soviet Space Agency. In this example found on Mars, the author shows once again how accurate and precise the detail can be extrapolated. In this case, the old man seen with the mysterious burning candle is captured as if a photograph was taken at the time of the event. Same technique applied to an old Venera 9 Soviet spacecraft photograph taken in 1975. NASA's New Horizons probe launched in January 2006 and reached Pluto in 2015, traveling about 4.8 billion kilometers at 57,600 kilometers per hour, covering roughly 1.4 million kilometers daily over its 9.5-year journey. Some theories suggest Pluto and possibly other solar system planets might be remnants of a much larger planet from an earlier solar system configuration. The pictured beings are evidently far too large to have lived on Pluto as it exists today. The image's detail and accuracy were achieved solely through the strategic use of photographic light filters, without any drawing. This technique exposes intricate features by varying filter types. We now initiate an exploration of the universe, focusing on the scope of fractal structures and their cycles across various dimensions of space-time. A view of the northern constellation Cassiopeia, a complex of molecular clouds and star-forming regions, located over 6,000 light-years from Earth. Here we can observe incredible evidence of various dimensions of space-time. In this example seen in the Rosette Nebula, the author demonstrates how different color filters can optimize the image significantly without drawing anything, providing unquestionable evidence of the reliability of the process employed. A small portion of a James Webb Telescope photograph uncovered reveals a chess-like piece with fingers beneath. The expanded view above shows the clarity of the fingers and fingernails. The book uncovers a small portion of the Andromeda Galaxy, ultimately showing what a compilation of billions of stars is. the author looks further at the compilation of galaxies and makes an astonishing discovery. This Hubble ultra-deep field photograph taken of clusters of galaxies situated between 5 to 10 billion light-years from Earth. Here the author has developed a specialized process to fuse incoming light captured in such a photograph, allowing the accumulation of light to uncover what is known as dark matter. Chapter 9. The Philosopher's Stone. In this chapter, a particular stone, currently held by the author, is examined as a crucial piece of evidence supporting the concept that the entire cosmos is, in fact, a multiverse. A close-up view displaying biological characteristics that are visible and distributed throughout the peripheral band on the stone. A careful examination of the detail around the peripheral band using a suitable magnifying tool will show recognizable biological features, which are clearly visible to the naked eye. A zoomed-in view shows some of the detail that can be clearly identified. The astonishing aspect of this discovery lies in the observation that each of these beings and creatures appears to have contributed to and inhabited a space-time dimension of remarkably small scale. The ongoing exploration of the Philosopher's Stone presents a unique opportunity for individuals and organizations to contribute to its scientific investigation and public awareness. By encouraging participation, the aim is to foster a collective effort that can deepen the understanding of the extraordinary features observed within the stone. Such collaboration is essential for advancing research and sharing insights with a wider community. This book demonstrates that the entire cosmos consists of the petrified remains of biological matter, forming the dust making up the stars and the planets that we see in our universe today. In order to demonstrate that these aspects and objects are measurable using the Google Earth ruler, the catalog in the book is arranged in size sequence, starting with the biggest beings found on Earth to the smallest, as discovered using Google Earth, of which the coordinates can be located accordingly. This is exactly what the fractal will show, and this has been tested by comparing actual measurements with the Fibonacci sequence and predicted values, scaled by the ratio 1.618. Shows that actual measurements correlate by 98.6%. This strong correlation suggests that different space-time dimensions existed/exist and point directly to a multiverse arranged as a fractal governed by the ratio 1.618. This is the great revealing, the apocalypse we have been expecting. We can now see our origins stemming from the Rock of Ages. These discoveries are a direct result of the coming of the age of Aquarius, the fifth dimension. It cannot be avoided. It is a cycle into which many will enter a new state of consciousness and perhaps witness the next event. It will be sudden and unexpected, and when it happens, it will bring a new beginning